Hey YouTubers, it's J-Man. What up my 1,000 subs? How y'all doing? Finally at the moment where we feel pretty good about, or I feel pretty good about where this channel has gone, the direction it's gone in. And today, if this van's rocking, don't come a-knocking. We have the one, the only Acme Boogie van. Alright, I've been wanting to get this model in front of the camera. I asked y'all to vote. None of y'all did on a 1/18th scale model that I was going to review. So you know what? I picked one. And I picked one that was way overdue for a reviewing. Now I want to be very careful with this model. It's huge. This thing's hard to handle, cumbersome. So if my fingers get in the way, I've received a few complaints about me getting handsy. I try to be careful with these models. I don't want anything getting broken on them. So we're going to review this. First off, we're going to show off the box art that comes with this beautiful model. Roll this on the side here. And I've actually got the screws in here and all the stuff here rattling. There's the side art. Now this model, and compared to the actual 1-to-1 scale van, there are some discrepancies that are taken with the interior, but this model is pretty accurate to what a lot of 70s vans were like. And there's a reviewer on YouTube who probably is going to have a better review than what I can bring you. His name is That Van Guy. If you haven't had the opportunity and you like these 70s vans, make sure you give That Van Guy a subscribe. Wanted to shout him out because he has this video as well. So now we're going to move this box out of the way so we can have some space to check this thing out. Alright, so let's first get this on rotation here. Very nice looking. Hold on a sec. Nice looking on the front. Got the grill right there. USA 1. We'll take a closer look at the details in just a moment. That beautiful gold speckled paint job. The flames rolling down the sides here. This thing has realistic door hinges. We'll get into all that in just a minute. Got the portal windows. The real one has heart-shaped windows. Again, some discrepancies were taken. And on the rear, got the license plate that says Boogie, I believe. There we go. So this is a sweet model. Alright. There we go. Alright, so now let's get on to the car itself. We'll show off some more of the finer details. Got some Krager wheels, the radial tires, side pipes. I'm telling y'all, this is a big model. I have to zoom out. This thing's huge. Just look at all these details. Such a gorgeous van. All the pinstriping. Very beautiful. These plastic skirts, I don't like holding it by these, but it's really one of the only ways you can really handle this model. Got the marker lights. Everything's there. Alright, now let's show off the back end first. These doors open. And these are done on realistic hinges. Here's the back. I'll open these up. This side hinge here is a little stiffer. What I've noticed, all the hinges on these aren't always the same stiffness with these I don't know if they're piano hinges or what you call them, but these realistic hinges. The back here, I don't think this folds down or anything, but this is like the old school plush bed, and I don't think there's any carpeting. No, there's not. Okay, never mind. All right, so we're going to close this back up here. One second. If I close it correctly, or if I close it just right, there won't be as much of a gap. I don't want to force it. There we go. Now the side door opens up here. Let me see if I can get it. One of these vans I had to take one back because there was an issue with it where the door wouldn't open properly. I don't want this being the case because I have to really carefully. So the trick I found with this is you want to pull sort of slightly gradually, and you want to go in with your finger. And then when you get it to about this point where it's out, you want to kind of push on the back here. Hold on a second. Let me try and get it. And remember to check out that van guy's review of this model, because it's way better of a review than what I can make with my phone camera. Honestly, he really has a good review of this model. Here's the interior right here. Very nice plush carpeting. Even though it's not quite like the actual van, it is very, very nice on the inside here. And then we'll move on to the interior. There are some captain's chairs in here, and I believe the handrests do fold. I don't think the visors, there's no sun visors that fold down. So the armrests are removable. I just don't want to break anything. Nice interior there view. See if I can get a better shot. There we go. Pretty nice looking. Get it in focus. All right. So we're going to shut the door here. Get the speaker grill. It's a pretty nicely done model, I gotta say. This one hinge is a little loose compared to the other ones. Alright, so I'm going to shut this door. I just don't want to push it too far forward to where the door is going to fall off. And there we go, we're shut. Okay. Now, on the other side here. Here we are, so this one. There is steering. I don't think the steering wheel moves very much, but here's the interior. Steering wheel doesn't move all that much. Got pedals, captain's chairs, and just the wide open road. Interior, again, is not all the way accurate to what the actual vehicle is. Now, if I can show you exactly the underside, and the doors are wanting to flap open on me. Okay. Here is the underside of the van. Got separate exhausts. Suspension works. Pretty cool feature of this van is that the suspension works if there is any proverbial activity inside. So the drive shaft does not rotate. Oop. So you gotta be careful. These doors, they just want to flap open. And the front suspension works as well. So now I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to give my thoughts on this vehicle and give it a score on what I think this van is deserving of. Now, in terms of models, I love this personally as part of my collection. It is a huge centerpiece on my lower shelf, and it is absolutely gorgeous model. I want to keep this review short, but there's not enough that I can mention here in about the 10 or 12 minutes that I want to keep this review to, that this is just such a beautiful model. If you want to get this for your collection, you like 70s culture, 70s hot rodding, or what have you, even though vans aren't really seen in the hot rod community as part of it, this is pretty cool. So for all my mother truckers out there who want a classic style van, this is based off an actual van in real life that's at the Grand National Roadster Show, and I had to have this when I heard about it coming out because it's like one of 500 that were made. They still have this for sale, but I'm sure it's only going to last a little bit longer, maybe, if that. But anyway, one other thing I want to mention, the side glass here actually opens up. But honestly, if you really want to see all the details of this model, check out that van guy. He has a lot more comprehensive review of this vehicle. But yeah, a lot of stuff works on it. The doors, the suspension, the wing mirrors, everything you expect. And just to mention that this is originally a Highway 61 casting, but just really done up to the nines in a very classic 70s style like the actual vehicle. And in terms of this model, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a full 10 for me. Even though the interior may not be as accurate as the real life one, you can only go so far with scale and modeling and, you know, how big the model is. And yeah, it's a pretty nice piece. I would say it's a full 10. It's a big size, and it's like $130, $140 for the money to size ratio. You can't beat that. Yeah, I mean, the one thing is the hood does not open. That's the only thing that I can say about this model. Other than that, I give it a full 10 out of 10. So for more diecast news, reviews brought straight to you, check out my channel. Let's get those watch hours going, and consider clicking the notification bell for more notifications on what's coming up and what's coming down the pipeline. Remember to check out the JMan63 official fan page on Facebook. And without further ado, guys, that concludes this review. And if it has to do with diecast, it has to be the JMan63. All right, see ya.